So I went to the music store to pick up some new guitar strings, and then when I got there, what is this? Is this a periodic table of guitar strings? I panicked. What if I pick the wrong ones? Will the guitar store employees laugh at me and call me names like the bass brains? Yes. Well, I don't know actually, because I ran out of there and I went home and I did hours of research to figure out what all this means. And it turns out that the world of strings is pretty cool. I'm not just saying that for this video. So yeah, with that in mind, if we look at this path, the first thing it says is acoustic guitar strings. Now, it's a good thing you're watching this video, because what's that mean? You can toss these on virtually any acoustic guitar and it will sound okay. The alternatives to acoustic strings are electric guitar strings and classical strings. And you might be thinking, can I just use them interchangeably? Isn't a guitar just a guitar? No. Electric guitars primarily use either nickel or steel strings, or some combination of the two if you want to get crazy. Whereas the most popular option for acoustic guitars is the 80-20 bronze. And what that means is it's 80% copper and it's 20% zinc. Kind of like a penny. Do you remember those? I don't know if you ever tried sticking a penny to a magnet, you know, like like as we did back in the day. The penny wouldn't stick. It would just slide off. And that's because copper isn't magnetic. And for the same reason, acoustic guitar strings wouldn't work on an electric guitar, because electric guitars rely on magnetism to send the signal from the guitar to the amp.
They really pick up the string's vibes, so they can be amplified. All this using only a few magnets and a coil.
And nickel and steel are magnetic, whereas bronze, third place again. Okay, so that explains why you can't use acoustic strings on an electric. But why can't you use electric strings on an acoustic? Because the acoustic guitar relies on vibration to create its sound. You need a strong vibration to get a strong sound. And the best way to get a strong vibration is with thick strings. And generally speaking, acoustic guitars have thicker strings than electric guitars. And that's why some people say beginners should start out on electric guitars. But I say the pain is good. Electric guitars and acoustic guitars aren't exclusively thin strings and thick strings. You can get thinner strings for an acoustic or thicker strings for an electric. And the reason you do that is thinner strings are generally easier to press down, so they hurt your fingers less. The pain is good. And they're also more delicate, so they're better for finger picking on the acoustic guitar. But don't count out the thick strings just yet. They're good too, for a different reason. Thick strings are generally more durable, which makes them good for rhythm guitar, because you can just smash away at them. And also, like we said, a thicker strings has stronger vibration, which makes a louder sound. So if you want to play unplugged on an acoustic, that's the way to do it. And the purpose of coating is it increases durability, arguably at the expense of sound quality, but that's up to you. So if you're like me and you don't want to buy a lot of guitar strings, you want that durability, I recommend getting the thickest strings you can with a maximum coating. Or maybe, you know, you have taste.